Hi everyone, my name is Hannah Vu and I'm the Marketing Communication Manager at UC International College. Welcome to our pre-departure briefing session. And I know that lots of you might be very curious about what your life here in New Zealand, what to bring, what to prepare for your new adventure. So this is the reason why we're going to run our session today. And very glad that one of our students, Shen Kao, she can join us today. So please introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, my name is Shane and I was originally from Malaysia. So I was a student at UCIC back in 2016 and I'm currently a student at UC doing my engineering degree.
Cool. So just a bit of information about myself. So I was originally an international student as well, and I did my high school, bachelor, and especially graduated from UC. And so if you have any questions regarding life here at UC or life here in New Zealand or in Christchurch in general, feel free to ask me any questions, email me or ask me by the end of this session as well. More than happy to help. Okay, so we are very looking forward to welcome you to UCIC. Not long to go now, and we're very excited to meet you all. Okay, so the session that we're going to talk about today will be two-part. Actually, I'm just going to turn off the camera so it's going to be less distracting for us. Right. Okay, so we're going to have two parts, the pre-arrival and also settling in. So it's very important that we have the preparation before we go and also what to do to settle in really quickly as well. So we're going to talk about emotional preparation, important dates, checklists, what to pack, airport arrivals, accommodation, and how to get information and get connected. After that, the second part, we're going to talk about orientation, classes at UCIC, life on campus, things to do outside of the classroom, lifestyle in New Zealand, and adjusting to a new culture, banks, emergency numbers, and will be time for Q&A. Okay, so pre-arrival. First thing I want you guys to be mentally prepared for your new adventure, because first thing you're going to go on a long ride on the plane to come to New Zealand, and there will be a whole new culture, environment, people, language here. So there might be difficulties, but don't worry, we will try our best to prepare you. So when I just arrived in New Zealand, the first thing I noticed is the way people say they speak English is very different to what I learned back in Vietnam. So the way they pronounce the word is very different. So I would suggest first thing is trying to do lots of research online, research about New Zealand culture, weather, lifestyle, and maybe watch a lot of New Zealand shows and also movies, just to get the Kiwi accent, the way they pronounce. And very important thing that you spend as much time that you can with your family and friends at home, because before you know it, you actually go on the plane and you know, coming to New Zealand already, and it might be quite a wee while before you can see your family and friends. So make sure that you spend that time with your loved ones. And also just make a list of things that you want to do for your new adventure as well. That what you might want to do in New Zealand. Here's a time that you're going to be away from the family, for example, 3 years. So be adventurous and make a list that things that you wanted to do. Important dates. These dates are really important for you guys. So for our student who's starting in February, it's very important that you're here before the 13th of February, because it's when our orientation starts. Now the orientation program is tailor-made for you guys, so it's include a lot of sessions and skills and advice that will be very helpful for you. So please be here before the 13th of February. But our start date official start date for the semester will be the 18th of February and it ends on the 25th of May. For the students who starting in June, the orientation date will be the 12th of June. Same story, we're going to run an orientation program during that time, so be here before that will be very helpful. And semester starts on the 17th of June. And for students who are studying in October, 9th of October would be our orientation. So it would be really great if you guys can be here before then. And similar, we have the semester start dates on the 14th of October. So here are the lists that we suggest you to do before the departure date. First thing is make sure that you accept your offer, you pay for your tuition fees, arrange your accommodation, and make sure that you've got your visa granted, and arrange travel and medical insurance. And make sure that your embassy and people know that you will be living overseas, and book your flight, and make sure that you have the important document like your passport and the itinerary, and also got the details of your family back home as well. And also it's very important that you're going to familiarize yourself with information on the New Zealand customs, because New Zealand is very particular in things that you can bring into the country. So please do go on this website to find out what you can bring and what you cannot. We're going to talk about that a bit later as well. So packing, make sure that your carry-on bag is smaller than 7 kg, and make sure that you don't bring things that are dangerous into our country as well. So as mentioned, New Zealand is really strict on what you can bring in. So you might be surprised to find out that when you arrive in New Zealand, they'll ask you to fill in the card. It's called New Zealand Passenger Arrival Card, and please make sure that you understand this cards, even though it might be in English, but you might want to read it before going on the plane to see what they ask on the card, and also if you need help for other languages, there might be some translation on their website as well. Because it's really important that you know what you bring in your bag, and also be honest about answering these questions, because there are quite a lot of people who has been hiding things in their bag, and the custom officer has asked them to turn around and go back to the country instead of letting them coming into New Zealand. What to pack? So obviously lots of thermal clothes, because New Zealand can be quite cold, especially for students coming from the hot weather like in Southeast Asia, in South Asia. And even that if you guys arrive here in February, even though it's our summer, but make sure that you do pack a jacket in your carry-on, not your checked-in bag, because just in case that your check-in bag gets stuck somewhere in the system that might be in transit and you don't have the jacket, so you carry one jacket in your carry-on, because it can be very, very cold even though it's during summer. And some formal outfits just for some formal occasion. Shoes, different kind of shoes for different occasions. We have different power plug here in New Zealand, so you can buy these adapter back in your home country, or you can grab one really cheap in our supermarket here. And you don't need to bring your sheets or pillows or blankets or anything like that. All right, so what to pack, put in your check-in luggage and carry-on. All of these details will be sent to you guys, so you would have a copy of this. So I'm going to send it to you all, so you make sure that you follow this list very carefully and make sure you don't forget anything else. Just make sure that on the some certain things I wanted to highlight is that you obviously had to bring your passport, your visa, and also if you have the details of the accommodation, for example, homestay or the whole residence or the private flatting. Make sure that you have the details of that, because you know, you can easily show the taxi driver to take you to the accommodation straight away after you landed here. And make sure that you have contact details of your family and friends back home, and also emergency contact here in UCIC as well, so you can call our staff if you need help at the custom at the border. Alright, so make sure that you use our services. We have free airport pickup, so these are available for all international students, but then you have to book a week in advance. Here's the link that you can book your airport pickup, and make sure that you just have the details of when you're going to arrive, what is your flight details, and also the accommodation details here in Christchurch. And they can take you straight to your accommodation. Let's have a look at accommodation here in Christchurch from our student perspective.
Right now I'm staying in animal apartment, which is like really good feeling, you know. And you know, when you live in a flat, you have mates and friends, and you can make friends easily, and they're really close to each other. And then in animal apartments just down the road. It's really good to be living, to making your own food and all. For the first time actually doing all this post experience, so it's quite extraordinary, yeah. I live in a private shared apartment. It's about a 15-minute walk from school. And that's fun too, because I have a mix of students as well as people here on work. So it's really fun to interact with people, kind of, you know, personalities. I think my homestay is setting really well. I love my homestay. Her name is Sue. I stayed in her home for all the time since I came here, which was 5 months already. I still like her, and she took me to Hanoi when during Christmas time with her family, so we had an awesome Christmas family party thing. So I love my homestay. I always love homestay. It feels like home. I feel like it feels like I'm into the Kiwi culture. So I'm gonna stay in homestay.
Cool. So from the video, you probably can gather there's 3 types of accommodation here offering for our UCIC students. The first one is the hall residence, and so Island Apartments is the place that for our international students and also domestic to stay there. We have about 10 hall residents, but this one is highly recommended because it's very close to the campus. It's probably the closest one that you can just need to cross the road and you're on campus already. The second one is the homestay, where you stay with the Kiwi host parents or any local host parents. So this one is normally compulsory for students who are under 18, but this one I think is really good for everyone to start with homestay, because then you get to learn about the culture and the way that Kiwi live. And also, you know, it's just really good way because you just, you know, being away from your family. It might be very nice to have someone there, just like give you the family feeling. So I would suggest that to go with homestay for at least about 6 months or 3 to 5 months, and depends on your budget. And the last one is a private renting. So this one is normally for students who are quite comfortable living here in Christchurch. And out of the 3, private renting is the cheapest one. This one you can find houses around the campus, about 5 to 10 minutes walk, or some can take about half an hour. So it depends on the area that you live in. So out of the 3, I would suggest to stay in all 3 if you can. So you start with about a short stay in the homestay, just to see how it's like to live here with some caregiver or the local host parents. And after that, I would suggest to move into the whole residence island apartment, because you get to live with people from different countries, and also they are all students, and you get that really lively and good vibe of the student life. And then after that, considering private renting, because it's just like adulting. You're starting to look after your own budget and find your own place to stay and pay for your own expenses like power and internet and other utilities. So it would be a very good way, a good practice for you as well. And you will cook your own food, so we'll do your own grocery, yeah, so basically just prepare you for the future. So make sure that you follow us on our channel. So we are on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, and also WeChat as well. So follow us on our channels so that you will find the most useful information we post quite regularly. And also there's our email and phone address, phone number, so you can call us anytime if you have any questions. And here's some really useful app that we thought it might be good for you to know. First thing is, number one is always the weather app. The reason why, because we live in New Zealand, and even though that Christchurch is the driest city out of all the cities in New Zealand, however, we can get quite a really interchangeable weather in one day. Some can be really sunny in the morning, but then it's going to get really rainy in the afternoon. So make sure that you watch the weather app before you go out of the house, just to make sure that you pack the right clothes and bring a jacket if you need. And also there's a metro info site, so that's for our public transport, and very handy. It will tell you when the bus will come, and if you want to go to a certain place, it will tell you which bus to take. And also the UC Finder app. This one basically is for our students only at UC and also UCIC. So our campus is really, really big. It's the biggest one out of all the university in New Zealand in terms of land. So you can imagine that you can easily get lost on our campus for the first few days. So if you have this app on your phone, it will tell you where you are, and if you need to go to some certain place, they will guide you to the right place, and just like Google Maps. And also here is our New Zealand Herald app. So this is where you get your news from. So very, very good to read news like locally and internationally as well. On top of that, we do have Christchurch Educated app. So this one is for our international students. You will get tips living, on how to live in Christchurch, and there's events going around the city, and also you can talk to our ambassadors while asking them questions and advice, and very, very handy. Another one I would say is the Trade Me site. So it's where you can buy really affordable goods that you can sometimes can get the second hand that fit with your student budget. So Trade Me is the way to go if you want to find anything that fit into your budget and it's not too expensive. And also, when you arrive in New Zealand, first thing I would suggest to get is to get your phone number so that you can contact with your family back home, and also your guardians, and also the staff here at UCIC. So we have a different this is the provider, but all of them have the student package. So make sure that you apply for that one because it's cheap. It will give you lots of data, and sometimes give you some free social media data as well. So it's very handy. And also the metro card. If you haven't got like a driver license and you want to get a bike, a bus might be a really good way to get around the city. And our metro card can get done on campus as well. So if you need help, just ask one of our staff. They're more than happy to help you. So second part. So imagine after all of the packing and all of the preparation and a long flight, you arrive in New Zealand and start moving into your accommodation, and you start wondering, oh, what do I do to get myself familiar with this place and settling in quickly. All right, so the first thing is would be our orientation program, which is very, very helpful and handy. I'm just going to play this video here, so you guys know what it's like for our orientation program. Cool. So that's for our orientation. So I'm just going to remind you a couple of things for to bring before attending our orientation program. First thing is your offer letter from UCIC, your passport, and the current address, and your contact details. That is your phone number, your mobile, and also make sure you bring your visa, the e-visa or any visa that you have. And what to expect during the orientation. So we'll get welcomed by our staff and information on how to live in New Zealand, and also meet with our UCIC buddies. So UCIC buddies, you can see on the photo right here. So these guys are our similar to the leader, the student leader. So these are the one who already here like a semester or two before you. They're all UCIC students, and they're here to help, to share their experience and answer any questions if you have. And it's very important that you know how to get the banks and the bank account, and how to get the insurance details and things like that. So we will have a session for that as well. Important things to know also is the health and safety talk, just how to protect yourself, and it's just for your own well-being. And if you're under 18, we have a session for you just to cover all the rules and policy and things to expect. And also there will be activities for everyone, and information on the library resources, how to borrow a book, how to use our system, and you choose the course, and meet up lots of clubs from UC, and also you get to visit the faculty, depends on the major that you chose as well. Cool, so let's find out what classes at UCIC looks like.
My teachers, like, I love them so much. They're so helpful, you know, like when I ask something, like they explain in details. So like, you know, and they make sure that I understand it. I understand what I want to know completely. In terms of teachers, there's a lot of support. There's a lot of support. If you don't feel shy to ask a question, you don't really feel so free. If you don't understand something, you're very open and very happy to, you know, clarify things. The class is high standard to me, and I do study well. I can study really well in this class, and this environment suits me. I really like my class with UCIC because it's smaller in size, and you really have focus that way. It doesn't feel too pressured or rushed, which is really nice. You really absorb the material in your own time. I think everyone should have this kind of small classes, make it much more easier to listen to the teacher and even interact with them. Because, like, yeah, good for me. So, but my idea is like everything's good. Everything's good. I trust my future in UCIC, of course.
Okay, so that was what our students thought about our classes at UCIC. So I just want to highlight a few things. So we understand that it's going to be very tough for you as an international student to start your classes here in a maybe in different language, different learning style. So we make the classes small, so the student have more interaction with the teachers, and you can ask questions. Rather than sitting in a big lecture hall for about a few hundred people and too scared to ask questions. And there will be lots of tutorials that are available for you. And we, instead of doing 2 semesters, we split our program for especially UTP programs in 3 semesters. And that means that instead of doing 2, you're doing 3. You have more time to focus on your subjects. And in that way, we would have a lot more supportive, delivery model for you guys. So you would be able to have time to settle in and also study and make the right balance. So here's a campus map. You can see that it's really, really huge. It's just look like a small city. Basically, you have everything. You would have like the library. We have 3 libraries around, and this James Hart Library here is the biggest commercial building in Christchurch. So it's very huge. And we also have the UC Rec Centre, so it's where our gym is. We have all of the gym equipment and also classes like Zumba, yoga, pump. So, and these one are available for you for free. So all international students at UCIC get to use this service for free. So make sure you make the most of it, because it would cost you about $500 or $600 for a year to join these gyms outside. So make sure that you join these guys. And we have the pharmacy and also the health center as well. So in the health center, we have the doctors that you can go see them. After, if they give you a prescription, you can go to the UC pharmacy and get your prescription. So basically, you have everything on campus. We will also have ANZ Bank on campus too. So if you need to withdraw any money, there's ATM everywhere. And there's a bookshop, and where the students most of the time they hang out is Undercroft, Cow Popper, and the living room. In these areas, they have microwave, hot water, so you can make food or heat up the food if you want. And it's very, very warm during winter as well, so it's quite popular for students who hang there and study and catch up with friends. So things to do outside of the classroom. So this is where I'm going to turn and pass on to our lovely student Shane.
Hi, so what we usually do after the class, we just went to the gym center, as it was free, and it is free. I mean, as long as you get your card registered, and it doesn't really take long for you to go from UCIC either. So what we did was just join some classes after UCIC at the gym, and then during the weekend we would just hang out with our friends, maybe to just pass to the city and just look around what's going on in Christchurch City. And you could also probably get some part-time job, like to just get some pocket money and to spend on things that you wanted. So while we were having like holidays, we would plan for some outings, like some road trips to go around New Zealand rather than just being in Christchurch. And the scenes were all really nice and relaxing. So there might be an option for you.
Cool. And can you share to the students a bit about the UCIC Buddy program?
So yeah, I was a buddy as well when I finished my first semester. So what we basically did was to have like a few meetings, to have like a meetings once a week, and to just check out with our students like what kind of struggles they were having. So they actually found out what they were having was actually what we went through as well. So we just gave a little bit advices on how we got through all of these struggles, and we just hang out, and sometimes we brought them out to somewhere we recommend to just chill. And yeah, it was pretty fun, and I think that might be quite helpful for some students to really find a way out while they were struggling. Yeah.
Cool, thank you very much. Okay, so next one we're going to talk about the lifestyle in New Zealand. Let's have a look at what our students say about this.
When I come to New Zealand, the first day, what I was surprised about is the environment. It's like the sky is really blue and it's not a busy city. It's just like look. New Zealand is a beautiful place. It has such painted landscapes, which has been a dream for my incoming visit on holiday. And I just thought it worked well if I could come and study as well. Yeah.
It feels the same, you know, like landscape, peaceful, sun, and good teachers.
The most fun thing you can do while you're here is travel with your friends.
But New Zealand are quiet. Like very things to say. Good morning, hello. I've tried it so many times to enjoy every single time. They're really nice, really, they're really helpful, well mannered. I think that they're really polite too, you know, like when you give rides, thank you, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love the scenery and the environment. It's just like so beautiful. Yeah, I love New Zealand.
Right, so probably the first thing I want to address to you guys would be the slang in New Zealand. So there's another thing, which is in New Zealand they have their native iwi, so they are the Māori people, and they would have their own language as well. So when they say kia ora, is basically mean hello. So there's you probably have seen quite a lot of ads from New Zealand saying kia ora, and you probably wonder what it means. So it means hello in Māori. And another thing is kiwi. So kiwi is not a fruit when they're referring to. Here sometimes it can mean a bird. This is a national bird for New Zealand, which is the kiwi bird. Is kind of brown and cute, and is quite shy, and it's always hid away from the light. Because in New Zealand is really popular for exporting kiwi fruit, and also their national bird is kiwi, so they call themselves kiwi. So when they mention kiwi, there could be a meaning that there's a person coming from New Zealand as well. Cheers mean thank you, and sweet as means awesome or cool, and sorted mean done or finished, and there's like gels, we don't call them flip-flops here. Yeah, so that's just a few words that we want to highlight. And if you want to find out more Kiwi slang, you can find on the website, or you can find some more in our orientation program as well. So weather in New Zealand. So I just stressed this with you early on our presentation, that in New Zealand it's very easy to find somewhere that there's 4 seasons happening at once. So our normal season for the spring are from September to November. For summer is December to February. Autumn is from March to May, and winter is from June to August. So we have hot Christmas, so in summer, and this is the reason because we're in the southern hemisphere. So we basically have the opposite weather compared to people or the countries up north. So make sure that you have the weather app on your phone, and make sure that you check it every day as well. Okay, so things to do around Christchurch. Shane, do you have any suggestions besides, Yes.
You can probably check out on Facebook, like they do post about some events happening in Christchurch, like it might be a Japan Day or like some food markets, you could check them out on Facebook. And also they have like Christchurch is also known as like the Garden City because they have like a lot of gardens and also public parks for you to just chill and relax or to just walk around. Yeah, those are quite a few places you could probably try them out.
Yeah, and another advice I would say is New Zealand is so beautiful, like the nature, what my suggestion would be just to go for a walk in a beautiful beach that we have a really, really good walking or hiking track here in New Zealand, especially in Christchurch. So just go out and relax and just immerse yourself in nature. You'll really soon find out how beautiful it is when you get here. So a couple of things to remember. First thing is cost of living. I'm sure that lots of you are going to find out that it's quite expensive to live here, and we're going to spend in New Zealand dollars rather than your own currency. So bear in mind that things are going to get quite expensive than what you normally pay at home. So please do budget really well for your stay here, and also use the public transport when you can, and just walk around the city. And also we recently have the new transport here in Christchurch, very exciting. We have this electric scooter, so you can hire it for $1 just to activated, and it's about 25 cents a minute or something. It's really cheap and really cool, so I would recommend you guys to try out that scooter as well. Okay, so the banks, this is what we mentioned before. So when you guys are here, you're going to have to open a bank account. While in New Zealand, cash is very, very hard to see cash because here everything is electronic use, and we have apples everywhere. So just to get yourself familiar with these transactions in different payment type, and also you can get banks from places like Bank of New Zealand, BNZ, or ANZ, or ASB, or Westpac. And we have ANZ here on campus, where you can also withdraw the money anytime as well if you need to. Banks would offer different rates and prices, so make sure you understand their fees and the unique benefits for each bank. So I'm sure it's going to be very difficult for a few days or even a few months for lots of you, but just a couple of things to bear in mind. First thing is just go out there and meet new people, because this is an opportunity once in a lifetime that there's quite a lot of people back in your home country might not even have this opportunity to travel overseas, let alone just getting your whole degree here in New Zealand. So please make the most of your time here in New Zealand, and be open-minded, because New Zealand is a multiple national country, so multinational country, so you expect to meet quite a lot of people from different culture, make new friends. This is where I believe that the happiest place on earth is not somewhere that got high building or exciting or really vibrant, but it's where your friend is. It's where's your loved one is, because they would make your life a lot more exciting and happy. And make sure that you join a club and do volunteer work, and maybe try play rugby, the New Zealand national sport, and trying to be proactive. I know that this is not going to be for everyone, but maybe just challenge yourself a little bit more, get out of your comfort zone, and again, just try new things, and don't afraid to ask for help from us, from UCIC, or from your UCIC buddies, from the senior students who are already here. We're all here to help you, and to make sure that you have the best experience as possible. All right, so a couple of numbers that you need to save on your phone. First thing is the emergency number here in New Zealand for nationwide will be 111. And on campus, we also have the number as well. And of course, for UCIC students, we have staff phone number too, so make sure that you save Petra, Mark's and Christina phone number in your phone. So just in case there's anything that happened, you can call them anytime. And this can be, if you happen to be at the airport in transit, for example, you transit in Singapore and you miss your flight, call them and let them know that you miss your flight and you're stuck in transit, so it's probably going to take you, a day after or two to come to New Zealand. So basically, just informing them what's going on. So thank you everyone for joining us at our pre-departure session today. If you do have any questions, feel free to email me. My email address is on the screen. It says hannah.vu@ucic.ac.nz. And thank you so much, Shane, for joining us and sharing your experience with our students. And please email me if you do have any questions. And we look forward to seeing you soon at UCIC. Thanks. Bye-bye.